Guys, you're currently watching a clip from our weekly podcast, Never On Side. The full podcast is available in audio format on Spotify and in video format on YouTube. So go subscribe to us and press on the notifications. It helps us a lot. Thank
On
you.
to FPL now. Again, host for second week running. You beat me.
Yes,
You
I'm on
scored
a roll.
81 goals.
I'm on a roll. Uh, Ever since we have started doing this fantasy content on this podcast, I've been doing good. Like I've saved
Yes.
face in the last 2 weeks. That's the only 2 weeks I've outscored by you. But yeah, so this was a good week because I had discussed with Mayur and made two transfers, which I had discussed in the last podcast as well. I took out the Leicester's second keeper Iverson and cash for Sanchez and Saliba, and I had two free transfers, and they both gave 15 points. Yeah, so that helped me to climb up ranks. And having Haaland was also a plus because most of the FPL community were in a dilemma whether to move him on, and he performed, and now he has to stay in the team even if he doesn't get a full 90 minutes. And Salah, out of the 9 goals like Liverpool scored, he got 6 points. That too after captaining him, so basically 3 points. So
What are
that
the
is a big,
odds?
yeah. And the day, if you look at the score line, and if someone tells you like Salah hasn't scored or assisted, you wouldn't believe it, right? Yeah. So,
So I was
so
just
we
listening to a pod of Let's Talk Andy. So where someone mentioned him, if before the game you were told Liverpool wins the game 9-0, would you triple captain Salah? What would be your answer?
If of course,
Definitely, right?
what are the odds like Salah wouldn't score or assist? I would definitely triple captain Salah because triple captain for me has not worked out in the past. So even a goal I would take for triple captaincy. Yeah. So this is my team, and I have. Not decided what to do. My biggest concern we'll discuss in the next slide. Mayur, you can take us through what your transfer plans are if you want.
Yeah. So again, I didn't make a transfer last week. The template team looks very strong for now. Seems like this week also it will be just a bench move. Maybe Neto for a 4.4 midfielder, Murphy or someone like that, just to save up that cash and use it in the next week. Can't see any more moves to go for or anywhere to go to. So definitely interesting point where even burning a transfer might be a thing. So let's see how things work out. I'm not sure what to do, and we'll make some decision after hearing some pressers tomorrow as well. So as
Yeah,
of now, not decided at all.
yeah.
Who
So
will be
for
who will you be
yeah,
captaining the next week? Have you decided?
I think I'll stick with Salah because once you change to Haaland, that is the game when Salah would would fall, and he has a really solid match as well, right? Versus Newcastle, I
Yes.
think, and
Yes, Salah is
Newcastle
playing Newcastle.
doesn't have Maxima, Guimaraes,
Trippier,
and Trippier.
Trippier,
Three top players they are missing, and also Wilson they don't have, right? Yeah.
Wilson Leroy.
So four players, if you take them out of the side, it looks weak. And Salah would be out to get revenge this time, I'm sure. I don't see Salah, scoring like last season because he's playing a bit wide, and only after Liverpool scored a couple of goals did Salah come into the center. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. But I think Salah will score definitely, and Haaland might not play enough time to trust him with the captain's armband. Yeah, that is my take. And you guys can check out my two areas of concerns which I have, which is Sancho and Saka in midfield. Yeah, we'll come to that in the next slide. Mayur, do you have any? You don't have any transfer plan, right? Yeah. So cool. Let's move on.
No.
Yeah. What is the fixture turnaround?
Yes. So this is the graphic courtesy goes to Legomania FPL on Twitter. You can follow him. So basically, here he has shown the number of days between two fixtures for all teams. So in the bottom
turnaround
left,
time.
yes,
Yeah.
bottom left you can see green, dark green is 5 plus days, light green is 4, yellow is 3, light red is 2, and dark red is 1. So you can see here all the major teams are so cramped up in the game week 4 section. You can see Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea playing game week 4. So in this point of situation where rotations could be a huge part, right? So we
Yep.
understand now, right? It, and with the introduction of 5 substitutions as well, you can definitely see all the major players getting a rest in difference in the upcoming weeks. So definitely this is something to watch for. And so this takes us to the next slide, which we were discussing quite a lot. So can these are the 4 players which come to mind as of now. Can these be the template breakers? As of now, there is a fixed template which is giving points. There have been no major injuries. There have been no fixture changes. So most of the people are set for a template. So with the eventual crunch fixtures, do you host think can these players be the template breakers?
So the thing is, once in the last slide we had pointed out, there is room for rotation now, and someone from this four who could even come off the bench, or someone who like Haaland is going to get rested. Can you have someone like this coming off the bench, or can you put them in the starting 11? And every week these players do deliver. Like they are some of the top point getters since the season start. Gross and Rodrigo in midfield, and Tony and Mitrovic up front. So going forward in the season, I think you will need a good bench as well. Either you can start these guys because they are perfectly capable of giving haul, and if not, I foresee some people going for a strong first serve. Someone like an Andres Pereira now would turn to someone like someone from these four who have the fixtures and have the quality to turn matches and to deliver as well. Mitrovic, we have seen, is an amazing player. He has hit the ground running this season. Last couple of seasons, he did not, impress us in the Premier League, but this time he definitely looks like a really good pick. And Tony, Brentford is a side who are taking a lot of shots, who counter attack, who are good in the air. Like such a team needs a striker like Tony, and he can also deliver when if we trust him enough to start him every game. I think he can also deliver if the fixtures are decent. If the fixtures are decent, he can deliver. Gross is another person. I think he's on penalties as well, right? He is also very good. He scored last game week as well. And Rodrigo is also a good player. I think Rodrigo and Gross came up against each other this week.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, so Leeds had a tough match. That's why Rodrigo didn't return. But
But the
moving
fixtures
forward,
definitely now have
yeah,
moved for in Rodrigo's favor. 5 to 7 fixtures are definitely great, and Rodrigo is now the captain of Leeds United. So Marsh has put all his trust in him. So we could definitely see him starting every game, considering the amount of rest they have. And as you
yeah.
mentioned, Rodrigo might be an option to go. I am very bullish on Mitrovic. I'm definitely planning the first 2 weeks now, once the Champions League starts, are there to just observe whatever information we can get about how the big teams are rotating. So to get an accurate plan. And then eventually, I am very, as I said, bullish on Mitrovic. I want to get him in. He's looked very good, and definitely that the thing which you mentioned, you can use him as a bench player as well. So if I remember correctly, I was watching FPL Black Box Match of the Day challenge. So in that in that video, Mark mentioned that he has also gone for a same strategy where he will be using Mitrovic from the bench when the main players aren't playing or might be rested. So this is something kind of a strategy which the pro
Yeah.
managers are also going for, and even I agree with it. And definitely
Yeah.
I
So
see.
yeah, I'm a big advocate of having a good first sub, especially when the Champions League matches start. So you can always bet on someone like a Mitrovic to come in and score. So who are your two picks from one from attack and one from midfield? Your attacker would be your striker would be Mitrovic, and who would you go for in midfield?
Probably Rodrigo if I had
Probably
to go this
Rodrigo.
game week.
Yeah. I think Rodrigo is on penalties as well, right? Gross is not, I
Yes,
think. Gross is not. Rodrigo is on penalties.
I'm not
So
sure.
that would, yeah. So that would tilt
Favoring.
my decision in favor of Rodrigo because he has Everton away and three Greek fixtures, if I am not wrong. Yeah. So these can be the template breakers, and I'm already people have started getting these guys in. You can see the ownership of Gross who's 14. Usually it's not that high, like, and Rodrigo is almost 30%. Yeah. So I will definitely get one of these four in next week. Probably for a Sancho or a Saka. Yeah, that's my plan.
Yes. So again, if you want to join our league code is mentioned here. It's 0 x a 8s and 0 again. So you can join our league, play against us, and check how you are faring against us. Definitely, we'll in the international break we'll try to do more content on fantasy when there is a break, and we can focus on fantasy itself. As for today, that's it from the podcast. I hope this time around, again, midweek fixtures. If we are free, we'll try to do it. If not, sorry. But again, some good fixtures here. Man City playing against Forest might be a high scoring game. Arsenal against Villa again might be a high scoring game. Liverpool versus Newcastle again might be a high scoring game. So definitely, if not watching live along with us, do watch as many matches from this as possible, and
Yeah.
we'll see you next time once after the midweek, right?
Bye bye. Yep.